Okay, so when we segregate this shipment, again, we're going to play that same game. We're going to play tend like. So we're going to tend like this is a loading dock, and then we're going to tend like we've got some vehicles over here to segregate. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the first item. We're going to put the Mike 023. And again, I would encourage you to look up all of these dodics and determine for yourself how we got this. But we're going to start off putting that 1.1 delta on the first truck. Easy peasy, right? Then we're going to see if it'll go with the golf. Now, at the intersection of golf and delta, we get a footnote 6. Now, we learned in the first portion of this video, footnote 6 means that a golf that is a firework cannot go with a Charlie, a Delta, or an Echo. So that means that this is a no-go. So my golf is going to have to go here. So that's a 1.3 golf, and that's my little note to remind myself that's a firework. In the words of Bob Ross, it's a happy little firework. Now, that's off the truck. 1.4 Sierra. Sierra to Delta is going to give me footnote 4 and 5. Now, this is a detonator, which means I'm going to have to deal with footnote 4. It's not a firework, so I don't have to worry about 5. Footnote 4 says that a detonator cannot go with a 1112 or 13 unless it is also a detonator. Now, this 11 Delta was not a detonator, and so it can't go on this truck. Now we get to the golf. So we've got a Sierra to a golf. We get the same footnote 4 to deal with, right? Again, we don't have to worry about the 5 because this item is not a firework. So we've got a footnote. So the Sierra to the golf, footnote 4, again, 1, 1, 1, 2, or 3 is a no-go with a detonator or with a item that's not a detonator. Firework's not a detonator, so this has to go down. Detonator. Off the truck. Echo to Delta. For Echo to Delta, we get a footnote 2. And remember, footnote 2, we get to treat as a blank space. So that was easy. So we get to put that 1-1 Echo right here. No problems. Then we get the last one, the 1.4 Sierra. Now this 1.4 Sierra is not a detonator. So when we compare it to Delta, we get footnote 4 and 5. Well, guess what? It's not a detonator. 4 goes away. It's not a firework. 5 goes away. I said those in the right order. So what does that leave? Leaves a blank space. Blank space, good. And we see the same thing against the Echo. And so for this item, we can put it here. Trucks segregated, life's great. Simple as that, right? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but wait a minute. What if I wanted to put that 1.4S here? Could you do that? Well, Sierra to golf gives me the same footnote 4 and 5. This Sierra is not a detonator or a firework. So yeah, I could have put it here. Also could have put it here, right? Because Sierra to Sierra, blank space. What you're going to find is there generally are multiple ways to segregate a shipment. You could have put this 1.4 Sierra on any of these 3 trucks and it would have been correct. Strictly up to you. So I hope this helps clarify segregation. I hope this helps you to kind of get through these weeds. Again, I will say the most important step is the very first thing that we talked about in part 1 of the series, and that is identifying your material correctly. Because you can see, if you didn't catch that this was a firework, now you're going to have that golf up here, right? If we don't catch that this is a detonator, we could end up with all of these things. If we weren't checking for firework and detonator, all of this would go together. And that's a bad day. When you start putting detonators and fireworks with rockets and bombs and things like that, that makes Jesus sad. Okay, don't do that. It's a bad deal. Hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped you out.